Hey, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jesse. Join us on our Florida road trip.
Next on Now You Know.
Alright, so we're about half an hour away from Hartford, Connecticut, and we're in a bit of a snowstorm.
Yeah, we picked the right day to leave, didn't we?
Definitely the right day to leave for the spring break. I mean, we're leaving in a snowstorm. We're probably going to get there. It'll be nice and sunny.
Follow I-84 West.
Alright, stay tuned, everybody.
Alright, so we're here at the Hartford, Connecticut Supercharger.
Yep.
It's an 8 stall with the new ones that you like.
Yep.
And we have a little difference of opinion here. I give it an 8. What do you give it?
I give it a 5.
Yeah, why so low?
We're sort of on the back side of the mall, so you have to walk around some of the shops in order to get to most of the stores, and it's really far away from the Starbucks.
That is true.
Which, I mean, if you're just passing through, is pretty much the only place you're going to want to stop, because I mean, you're not probably going to want to go to Toys R Us.
Why not?
And then
Because you already own a toy.
Right, and then there's probably, I mean, there aren't that many places to stay that are within a reasonable distance.
True, but it's a nice little strip mall here with a Trader Joe's, a Best Buy, a Starbucks, so plenty of places to shop and stuff while you're getting your charge.
So I give it a 5.
And it's a pretty good charge too. It's we were getting over 75 kilowatts when it was at full.
Cool.
So, all right. So Jesse, we're driving in Connecticut, and you've had to really keep your eye on the road the whole time. What's it been like?
It's pretty tiring. I mean, having to drive the car is, there's a lot of forward, back, left, right kind of stuff going on.
When you set out this morning for your Florida Key West road trip, were you thinking of this?
No, I was thinking of beaches. I was thinking of warm sand and blue skies and green. And this is, it's pretty gray, it's pretty white, it's pretty...
It's pretty.
Well, yeah. I'm over the winter. I'm done with it.
All right, so we're at the Darien, Connecticut, southbound 4-stall supercharger. These are new superchargers. And what do you give it, Jess?
It's right off the highway. There is nice bathrooms, free Wi-Fi. There's food. You could wipe off your windshield. I think that for the type of supercharger that it is, I'd give it an 8.
Yeah.
Just for ease of access and having a bunch of amenities. Obviously, this isn't like a mall supercharger or anything, and it's not like a hotel supercharger, so you're not getting that. But for what it is, I think it's an 8.
Yeah, you can get a little bit of free Wi-Fi here while you're in your car, which I think is nice. There is a convenience store, and there are some places to eat. McDonald's, Sparrow's, Dunkin' Donuts, Taco Bell. I'm going to give it a 7 because the food choices to me are of lower quality. But other than that, you're right. I really like getting on and off the highway quickly.
All right, let's keep going. So we're having quite a snowy time here, and where are we? Still Connecticut? We're almost in New York.
Connecticut.
Just on that tip, you know. So quite a bit of traffic looks like we're going to get ourselves into on our way through New York.
I don't know. It's not too bad. Just very little red.
Our route looks okay. I mean, we aren't going through Midtown or anything, which is good.
And look at this, all this snow, and I'm able to do auto steer, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised, actually. All right, so we're on the way to the Tinton Falls Supercharger in New Jersey, and then we will have one more supercharger after that, and then we are going to take the Cape May Ferry. Now, there are 2 ferries that we are hoping to hit. We're hoping to hit the earlier one, the 2:30 p.m. ferry.
Right.
If we don't hit that one, we have to wait all the way till 6 o'clock.
Yeah, because we're off season.
So that would set us back quite a few hours of our trip, and we don't want to have that happen. So we are pushing really hard to try and get to Tinton Falls, charge as fast as we can, and get out. I think the next one will be Egg Harbor Township. And then off to Cape May, and then hopefully off to Delaware. So I think we took a little bit of a wrong turn here in the Bronx, but it's cool because now we get to see some of the Bronx. We bet you didn't think we were going to see some of that. Alright, so we're going against what the GPS is saying. We're taking the lower George Washington Bridge.
Doesn't allow trucks.
So there's no trucks allowed on that bridge. We'll see if that's faster. The sign said it would be faster, so we're taking a bit of a risk. And hopefully there'll be a bit of a reward. Because, yeah, I don't want to miss that ferry. That's what would be bad. Alright, so now we're on the lower half of the George Washington Bridge, and you can't see anything out the side here. It's just fog. You can barely see the water.
Yeah, look at the wind blowing in.
Oh man.
It's blowing in so hard there's actually snow on the bridge.
Wow. Yeah, so snowy bridge. Alright, so this is an open letter to whoever designed the roads going through New York. We hate you. Now you know. P.S. Stop designing roads that way. Alright, so we again don't know what's going on in terms of directions. We're sort of getting mixed signals from the signs and our GPS.
Okay, that was GPS.
GPS was a little schizophrenic there. Alright, so we've got some advice for people who are thinking of doing a similar trip to this.
Stay out of New York.
Yeah. The most confusing road layout system I've ever seen. The signage is terrible.
Yeah.
Your GPS won't know where you are. Just avoid New York. Save yourself the hassle. Yeah, that was terrible. Alright, so we're headed down to Tinton Falls, New Jersey. Then we're going to be flying down the coast of New Jersey to Cape May. It's going to take us 3 hours. It's currently 11:09. That should get us there at about 2:10. The ferry's at 2:30, so we've got to hit it. And when we get to the end, we're going to have 17% battery power. The good news is, though, if we look, as soon as we cross over the ferry, and I turn on destination chargers, there's a bunch of destination chargers right there. So we will be able to make it and not be stranded. But the biggest question is, will we make it to the ferry? Because that is the most important thing. Because once we make it across, we can charge up there and then head down to Ocean City for the night. So very cutting it close. Yeah, this is the weather and the roads that we have to deal with. Not great.
Not great.
Not good.
This is horrible.
This is bad. Very,
Visibility is zero.
visibility is very bad. So we've had to reduce speed, and that's not good, because, I mean, that means that we might not hit our 2:30 ferry.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it.
We might not make it. All right, we're here at Tinton Falls. Things are a little snowy. Things are a little, wet. Sparky's a little snowy. Let's clean off that license plate. There we go. Yeah, they didn't read it at the last Easy Pass reader, so that's could be a problem. Yuck. It's raining slush. Yuck, yuck. All right, so we're here at Tinton Falls, New Jersey.
Yeah, it's our third supercharger of the day.
Yep. We're at a premium outlets. So there's every manner of...
Yeah, your shopping is taken care of here. There's a
Yes.
Columbia Sportswear and other great places to shop. Unfortunately, not a lot of food.
Right, and no place to stay.
No place to stay. There are good bathrooms in the mall, but the only place to eat is a crepes.
Planet of the Crepes.
Planet of the Crepes.
So, I mean, if you're looking for outlets, this place is a 10, but I think I'm going to give it a 5.
Ooh, okay. I'm giving it a 7. I like that there's 8 stalls. They're the new kind, and it's a little bit of it's a couple minutes off the highway, so that takes a point off.
Yep.
Okay, so we've had another little change of plan. We don't think that we can make it to Cape May with enough charge in the battery to get us to our destination after we get off the ferry. So we're going to go to Egg Harbor Township Supercharger instead and speed up our speed. So we're gonna kind of lose some battery by going faster, but we'll be able to charge faster at that supercharger, if that makes any sense. So we'll see if this plan works. Next stop, Egg Harbor Township Supercharger. So we're making really good time here on the New Jersey Turnpike. So good, in fact, that we may be able to have that time we need at the Egg Harbor Township Supercharger to charge up so that we have a little bit more juice in the battery when we get across the ferry. So we've been monitoring Waze along with the Tesla estimate of when we're going to get in. And what's interesting is that Waze says we'll get to the ferry at 1:50 p.m., whereas Tesla says that we'll get there at 2:05, 2:10 p.m. So there's about a 15 or 20 minute difference. We'll have to see which one is closer. So we're at the Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey Supercharger, and we're in a bit of a rush. So this is gonna be a fast review.
Yeah, we gotta go pretty soon.
Yeah, running out of time if we're gonna make that ferry. So this is an 8 stall. It's got a 1 pull in over there, which is really nice. And these are the new Superchargers. I give it a 7 because there's nice restaurants here, and there's a coffee shop. I didn't like that it's a little bit off the highway.
Yep.
But other than that, I'm pretty pleased with this one.
Yeah, I think I'd give it a 7 too. It looks like there's some solar panels over there. I wonder if they're powering the supercharger.
Ooh.
But I kind of doubt it. But it's nice to see that. But
yeah,
overall, yeah, not that bad off the highway.
On to the ferry.
So we weren't able to get into autopilot for a while there, and I think we figured it out. I think the snow was caked on the front and blocking some of the radar sensors.
Yeah.
So as soon as we wiped that off, we were able to go back into autopilot, which is really great. And now we're just trucking on to Cape May. It's a solar field, collecting rays from the sun.
So as you can see, we've got 13 miles to go, and it's 1:47. We need to catch the 2:30 ferry, so we are cutting it really close here. And the other thing to point out is that we will have 14% battery when we get on the ferry. Luckily, we'll use nothing when we're taking the ferry across the bay. And then when we get on the other side, we'll have about 40 miles of range, and so we'll have to see if we can get to the destination charger with that range.
Alright, we made it to the ferry with just enough time to spare.
That's right.
So we're going to get on probably in just a little bit.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Woohoo!
There's a lot of security here. There's bomb-sniffing dogs.
Yeah, and
there's,
guys with mirrors that look under your car.
It's like we're crossing into another country, but we're just going to be getting on a ferry and going to Delaware from New Jersey, so I don't see what all the
fuss is about.
Very strange. They're checking all sorts of cars. They've sussed them out. And
maybe we're on a major drug route, or a.
But why?
I don't know.
You could just drive to Delaware, couldn't you?
I don't know.
This is weird.
So we left Port May on the New Jersey side. So now we're coming into Lewis on the Delaware side. That took about, about 70 minutes?
Yep.
We'll be pulling off very shortly. This is a little rocky ride. The seas were a little bit today, but nothing we couldn't handle. And this chopped a lot of time off our trip. So now we actually because we got the 2:30 boat, we're getting off the boat now. What time is it now? It's 3:50. We'll be off the boat probably a little after 4. And so that way we'll have plenty of time to go further down the coast towards Salisbury. All right, you can see that we left Cape May and we came across the sound here to Lewes, Delaware. And we just docked right now. You just felt the boat docking. Here we come in right now. And if you see our windscreen, boy, it got really dirty on the trip. It looks like a lot of spray must have splashed up onto the cars, and we got the brunt of the Atlantic. So I don't know if you can see that, but we've got 26 miles of rated charge left. When we got on the boat, we had 29 miles of rated charge. So I guess just keeping the batteries warm used up some juice there. When we get off the boat, we're going to be at the port of Luz, and I think that there's going to be a couple level 2 chargers there. So let's go see if we can find them, because we need some juice. So we just got off the ferry and we're here at the charging station. It's a J1772. We brought our adapter, which of course you will need. So this is really convenient, being able to charge right after you get off the ferry, because like if you're like us, you might be losing some charge as you're sitting on the ferry, which we didn't really know that was going to happen. So we're charging here, and we're going to check out our hotel information, and we'll be getting some juice while we figure that out. So we're here on the Delaware side, and we just pulled into the 2 slots. There are 2 EV chargers here, and we were really pleasantly surprised to see that they are free, and they are 72 amps. So we're pulling a lot of power. We've only been here for about 5 minutes. We've already gotten 6 miles of range back. And we really needed it because our hotel is about 26 miles away, and we only had about 26 miles of range in the battery.
Hey Dad, do you want to buy any anvils? Maybe some dynamite or a big rocket with just a fuse sticking out the end of it?
You can only get those at Acme, Jesse.
Well, you're in luck, my friend.
What?
Acme is just over that car.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So, I mean, if you need a large cannon or just a big-ass boulder...
They sell those there?
They sell those there. That's where you get them.
Wow.
Acme.
And then you go to Starbucks.
Yep.
All right, so we just arrived at the Holiday Inn. They've got some chargers behind me, which is nice.
Yes. J1772s and also some Tesla chargers. And you know what's cool? We drove through a lot of water today.
Yeah.
A lot of rain and sleet and snow. And my bag was in the front. And look at this, nice and dry.
Nice.
Not a drip of water in there.
Pretty good.